Hey guys, we are a month away from Pokemon Sword and Shield being dropped, and over the past few months, Nintendo has been releasing videos and posting updates on their website about the upcoming games. Usually when they release new info to us, I make a video about it, but there have been a few that I have skipped just because I either didn't have time to make a video, or I just felt like there wasn't enough new info announced to justify an entire video made by me. So I thought this would be a good time to go over everything that has been announced and or revealed about Pokemon Sword and Shield thus far. This video is only going to be about what has actually been revealed, no rumors in this video. Before I get started, I would be so grateful if you would leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. First of all, we've been introduced to a pretty good number of new Pokemon. The first Pokemon that we met were the three starters, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. Grookey is the grass-type starter and is known as the chimp Pokemon and has the ability Overgrow. The stick that it holds was originally a branch from the forest where troops of Grookey live, but it's no longer a simple branch. It has gained special powers after being exposed to the energy within Grookey's body. Its green fur creates energy from sunlight. Wilted flowers and leaves have been seen to regain their color when Grookey drums with its stick near them. That can be seen in the original trailer in which it was introduced. The fire starter, Scorbunny, is the rabbit Pokemon. Its ability is Blaze. It uses its powerful legs to run and jump around its opponents, confusing and disorienting them. The soles of its feet can become very hot, and it can kick opponents to damage and burn them too. It has a fire sac in its chest which contains vicious fire energy, and if Scorbunny is able to increase its heart rate and body temperature by running around and warming up properly, the true power of its fire energy will be awakened and its physical capabilities will greatly increase. The last starter is the water type Sobble. It is the water lizard Pokemon with the ability Torrent. When it touches water, its body changes its pattern and color, allowing it to blend into its surrounding. It is a bit timid, and so if it gets nervous or embarrassed, it will secrete the water within its body like sweat and disappear into the surrounding. Sobble's tears are capable of making others cry, as its tears are said to be as potent as 100 onions. If Sobble feels threatened, it will start to bawl and spread its tears around the area, causing everyone around it to start crying uncontrollably. It will then use this distraction as a chance to escape. So far, this is all we know about the starters. We haven't seen any of their evolutions and aren't sure if they will have dual types. Corviknight is a flying and steel type Pokemon. It is the Raven Pokemon and its abilities are Pressure or Unnerve. It has a new hidden ability called Mirror Armor, which reflects any stat lowering moves back on the opponent. Corviknight is said to be the strongest Pokemon living in the skies of the Galar region and can often be seen fearlessly soaring through the sky. Many say that any Pokemon foolish enough to challenge Corviknight are sent running with just a sharp glare and cry from this fearsome Pokemon. Corviknight possesses superb flying skills and high intelligence, and because of this, many of them work for the company called Galar Taxi, helping transport people from town to town. Gossifleur is a grass type with the abilities Cotton Down or Regenerator. It is called the Flowering Pokemon. It prefers lands with clean water and air, and it has a healing effect. Its pollen works on people too, and it used to be a common folk medicine remedy for children in the Galar region to be given a tea made from this pollen when they fell ill. Gossifleur travels over long distances by getting blown along by the wind. It controls the direction of its travels by twisting its body and petals. Gossifleur evolves into Eldegoss, which is a cotton bloom Pokemon. Once evolved, its head becomes covered in thick cotton fluff, which serves as a cushion, helping to protect Eldegoss's head from damage. The tiny seeds attached to the cotton fluff are said to be highly nutritious and beneficial to both people and Pokemon. Eldegoss spreads these seeds throughout the region by sending them on the wind, making the soil of the Galar region rich in nutrients. Now for everyone's favorite, Wooloo. It is a normal type with the abilities Fluffy or Run Away. It is the sheep Pokemon. The fleece that covers their bodies grows throughout their lives, and it will fully grow back in 3 months even if Wooloo has been completely shorn. The fleece is then used for clothing and carpets, and it is very popular as a specialty product of the Galar region. Voodoo live as a herd and mimic the actions of their trainer or herd leader. They dislike conflict, and if they need to escape from enemies, they will simply roll away. Next is Dreadnought, the Bite Pokemon. It is a water and rock type Pokemon with the ability Strong Jaw or Shell Armor. Its sharp, jagged fangs are strong and sharp enough to bite through rock and iron. Though it has an extremely heavy rock shell, its well-developed muscles allow it to move quickly. Dreadnought is known to be extremely vicious, and it takes a skilled trainer to tame and handle this Pokemon. Some trainers will release Dreadnought back into the wild once they discover they can't handle it. Yamper is an electric type Pokemon with the ability Ball Fetch. It is the puppy Pokemon and has a tendency to be drawn to things that are moving quickly. It can chase after people and Pokemon and even vehicles. Yamper has an organ in its body that generates electricity, and it is activated when Yamper runs around. It can't store the electricity it generates, so it's often seen running around with electric sparks crackling around it. Its ability Ball Fetch is a new ability, and it will come into play when you throw a Pokeball at a wild Pokemon but fail to catch it. As long as Yamper isn't already holding an item, it will go fetch the first Pokeball that failed to catch a Pokemon, regardless of what type of Pokeball it is. Next is the coal Pokemon, Roly-Poly. It is a rock type with the ability Steam Engine or Heat Proof. Steam Engine is a new ability in which a Pokemon will get a speed stat boost if it's hit with a fire or water type move during battle. Roly-Poly's red eye can illuminate dark areas, while it uses the lump of coal attached to its body like a wheel to move through coal mines and caves. It seems to be able to travel smoothly even over rough terrain. Until about 100 years ago, every household in the Galar region had a Roly-Poly. The families would use the coal that dropped off its body for cooking and heating their homes. Even in the modern day, Roly-Poly is a very popular Pokemon to take for outdoor activities. Then we have the fairy type Alcremie. It is a cream Pokemon with the ability Sweet Veil. It can produce whipped cream, which becomes richer the happier Alcremie is feeling. Desserts made using this cream are invariably delicious, so many pastry chefs strive to have an Alcremie as their partner. When attacked by an opponent, Alcremie will throw sweet-scented cream to distract them or temporarily blind them, giving itself time to escape. The cream it uses for this purpose has an incredibly powerful soothing effect, and any opponent that tries to eat the cream will rapidly lose the will to battle. Duraludon, the alloy Pokemon, is next. It is a steel type with the abilities Light Metal or Heavy Metal. The metal composing its body is incredibly durable but also surprisingly light, so it only weighs about 88 pounds in total. Thanks to this, Duraludon can move quite quickly in spite of its appearance. Its body is weak to corrosion, however, and is known to rust easily. Duraludon lives in caves and mountainous areas. Their two arms have slightly different shapes from each other, and they use those to grind down rock surfaces for food. They share their habitat with Tyranitar, and these two Pokemon are often seen battling each other in the mountains of the Galar region. Morpeko is an electric and dark type, also known as the two-sided Pokemon. Its ability Hunger Switch is a new ability which causes Morpeko to change its appearance each turn. Morpeko's signature move, Aura Wheel, changes type depending on Morpeko's form. In Full Belly mode, the move is electric type, while in Hangry mode, the move becomes dark type. It constantly generates electricity with the sacs in its cheeks. This consumes energy, causing Morpeko to be constantly hungry. This is why Morpeko is always carrying around a berry seed, protecting them with care. They serve as a snack. When experiencing prolonged hunger, the balance of hormones within Morpeko's body changes. This causes its fur color to change and triggers more aggressive and volatile behavior. Their energy stored in its cheek sacs also changes from electric to dark type. Next, I'll talk about Cramorant, a flying and water type Pokemon known as the Gulp Pokemon. It has the ability Gulp Missile, which is a new ability and can be triggered during battles. After Cramorant uses Surf or Dive, it will return with a catch in its mouth. If it takes damage while in this state, Cramorant will retaliate by spitting out its catch at the attacker. When it comes to food, it will try to swallow anything it can fit in its mouth. Sometimes it will swallow things that aren't its intended prey, spitting them out in a hurry once it realizes its mistake. It can be forgetful, but it will never forget a trainer it grows to trust. However, it seems that even trainers will face fierce attacks from their cormorant if they try to steal its food. Polteageist, the black tea Pokemon, is next. It is a ghost type with the ability Weak Armor. Its body is made from black tea and is said to have very distinct aroma and flavor. It will only allow a trainer it trusts to sample its tea. However, drinking too much can lead to indigestion or an upset stomach. Many polteageists make their homes inside hotels and restaurants, disguising themselves and hiding among the tableware. They can pour their power into leftover tea and create even more of their kind, so they're often treated as pests. In addition to the brand new Pokemon, we've also been shown alternate forms and evolutions of previously released Pokemon. First is Galarian Weezing. It is a poison and fairy Pokemon with the ability Levitate or Neutralizing Gas, which is a new ability that neutralizes the abilities of all the other Pokemon on the battlefield. Galarian Weezing consumes polluted air and poisonous gases for sustenance. The air and gases absorbed will have toxins removed before being spewed out again for the tops of Weezing's heads. The air produced through this purification process is very clean. The toxins accumulated within Weezing's body form into concentrated poison gas clouds that leak out and drift around it. This gas is so potent that even a whiff is enough to stun and immobilize an opponent. It is Weezing's best weapon during battles. Zigzagoon also gets a Galarian form, which is dark and normal type. The Zigzagoon of the Galar region move about however they like and never settle down. They're known to inhabit all areas of the region, including fields, forests, and towns. There is some speculation that the zigzag movements of the Zigzagoon and other regions stem from the restless nature of Galarian Zigzagoon, which is considered to be the oldest branch of the species. Galarian Zigzagoon enjoy battles and will charge at people and other Pokemon in an attempt to provoke a fight. This behavior usually succeeds in starting a battle with other Pokemon, but humans tend to think Galarian Zigzagoon is just playing or showing affection. It seems to cause Galarian Zigzagoon some frustration when people don't get angry, even though it's trying to provoke them. It evolves into Galarian Linoone, which has the same typing. Galarian Linoone can reach speeds of over 60 miles per hour and can deliver devastating tackles and headbutts. These attacks have enough destructive force to knock a car away, but they can also throw Linoone off balance if they miss. Galarian Linoone are rash and fearless, and they will recklessly pick fights even with opponents stronger than themselves. Their fearlessness, as well as their tendency to attack opponents head-on, make Galarian Linoone very popular among the disaffected youths of the Galar region, who have nowhere to direct their frustration and anger. But wait, there's more! Galarian Linoone evolves. Galarian Linoone evolves into Obstagoon. It is the blocking Pokemon with the ability Reckless or Guts. The Linoone of the Galar region live in harsh conditions compared to those found in other regions, with fierce competitions against others of their species. Their survival instincts have been honed, and as a result leading to their evolution into Obstagoon. Though Obstagoon is extremely combative, it seems that it doesn't often launch the first attack. It will taunt an opponent, goading it into attacking. When it does, Obstagoon will cross its arms and meet the oncoming attack with its Obstruct move. Obstagoon is especially skilled at throwing its opponents off guard and counter-attacking with its sharp claws. And now, the one we've all been waiting for literally 20 plus years, Sirfetch'd. It is a pure fighting type with the ability Steadfast. Only Farfetch'd that have survived many battles can attain this evolution. When this Pokemon's leek withers, it will retire from combat. They are calm and collected and make a point of always battling fairly. They are so noble in battle that they are often chosen as a motif for paintings. Of particular note is a painting famous in the Galar region that depicts a duel between a Sirfetch'd and an Escavalier. In battle, Sirfetch'd uses its sharp stalk of its leek as a lance and the thick leaves as a shield. It maintains this leek over the span of many years and treasures it more than anything. When its leek finally withers, Sirfetch'd will leave the battlefield and completely retire from battling. The most recent Pokemon to be revealed to us was during the 24-hour stream of Glimwood Tangle, a forest area in the Galar region. In addition to some older Pokemon that we've already seen, including Impidimp, we saw a brand new Pokemon toward the end of the stream, and that Pokemon was Galarian Ponyta. At first glance, Ponyta was assumed to be a fairy type by many, including myself, but once it was officially announced in a trailer, we learned that it is actually a psychic type. It has the abilities Runaway or Pastel Veil, which is a new ability in Generation 8 that prevents the Pokemon and its allies from becoming poisoned. It can also cure the poison status condition of its allies when this Pokemon enters a battlefield. Galarian Ponyta have been found in a certain forest in the Galar region since ancient times. It is said that they were exposed to the overflowing life energy of the forest over many generations, and this is why their appearance became unique in this region. Galarian Ponyta can absorb the life energy of the surrounding atmosphere and store it in its mane. It seems that Ponyta's mane will become more colorful and emit even a sparkling glow if there is a lot of energy around. We have not been shown a Galarian Rapidash yet, and it hasn't been confirmed whether or not Galarian Rapidash is even going to be a thing, but I think it's safe to assume that it will. Now for the legendary version mascots, Zacian and Zamazenta. Zacian is the mascot for Pokemon Sword. Zacian attacks so gracefully that its movements can even captivate its opponents. It holds what appears to be a sword in its mouth that can cut through anything. Zamazenta is the Pokemon Shield mascot. Zamazenta's regal and majestic movements overwhelm any Pokemon that dare face it. Its body is covered in what seems to be a shield which can turn back any attack. And this is literally all of the information we have been given about these two Pokemon so far. We don't know yet what their types are. We don't know yet what their role in the story will be. Finally, we have Impidimp. I saved this Pokemon for last because it has not been formally announced yet, but it was revealed in the demo showcased during the E3 earlier this year. The only thing we know about this Pokemon is that it is a dark and fairy type. And as I mentioned earlier, Impidimp was also seen in the Glimwood Tangle footage of the 24-hour stream. Well, that was all the Pokemon, but there's always more to these games than just the Pokemon. With every new game comes new characters who all have a role to play. You will play as either the male or female main protagonist in the game. They are called Victor and Gloria respectively. Victor has also been referred to as Sword in some pre-release media, with Gloria being referred to as Shield. The champion of the Galar region is Leon. He has never been defeated in an official Pokemon battle. His personality together with his peerless skill has made him extremely popular. He truly deserves the title of the greatest trainer in all of Galar. Leon won the championship in his first ever gym challenge without being defeated in a battle a single time. To this day, his winning streak continues to grow even longer, and his formidable talent for Pokemon battles is truly unmatched. He's aided in his countless victories by his partner Charizard, and he's known to go all out during battles no matter who he's facing. This battle style of his has captured the hearts of the people of Galar. Hop is Leon's younger brother and will become one of your rivals. He and you are neighbors, and you'll begin your journeys on the same day. He aims to become the champion just like his older brother did. At the start of the game, Hop will pick the starter Pokemon weak to your choice. The professor of the Galar region is Professor Magnolia. Her main focus of research has been the Dynamax phenomenon. She shares her home with her granddaughter/assistant, Sonia, and has given her a very specific research task. Sonia is a childhood friend of Leon's, and she is very knowledgeable and will offer helpful advice to aid you on your adventure. Chairman Rose is the chairman of the Galar Pokemon League and also the president of a large business conglomerate. He's made the Galar Pokemon League world famous by implementing gym battles featuring the Dynamax phenomenon. He's also the one who first endorsed Leon for the gym challenge. Oleana is Rose's secretary and is known for her calm and collected personality. She also serves as the vice president of Rose's company and is largely in charge of the day-to-day running of the company. So far, we've been introduced to 4 gym leaders. The first one being Milo, the grass-type gym leader. He has a kind heart and is well liked by the trainers of his gym. His credo is to always enjoy battles, and he specializes in endurance matches. He is shown to have an Eldegoss in the trailers. Next is Nessa, who is an expert on water-type Pokemon. Her calm and collected attitude hides a competitive spirit and indomitable will. She will overwhelm any opponent in battle by blasting them with powerful water-type moves. The trailer shows her to have a Dreadnought. B is a prodigy in Galar Karate, carrying on its century-old traditions and techniques. She's also an expert on fighting-type Pokemon. She's known for her stoicism and very rarely shows her emotions. Her battle style remains very precise even when she's backed into a corner. The trailers show B to have a Hitmontop, and in a first for Pokemon, B is an exclusive gym leader for Pokemon Sword version. Her counterpart in Pokemon Shield is Alistair. He is a talented trainer of Ghost-type Pokemon who has taken on the mantle of the Ghost-type gym leader at a young age. He is extremely shy and fearful, and he always hides his face with a mask when around other people. He rarely makes public appearances and apparently spends most of his time around ruins or in cemeteries. He is shown to have a Mimikyu in the trailers. In addition to Hop, you will have at least 2 more rivals in this game. The first one, Bede, or Beatty, Beatty, Bade? I'm not sure how you say it honestly. Anyway, he is skilled at Pokemon battles and has the pride to match. He has joined the gym challenge having received his endorsement from Rose. While he is aiming to become champion, he appears to have an ulterior motive. Bede is shown to have a Duosion in the trailers. Your other rival is Marnie. She has a competitive side, and together with her partner Morpeko, she aims to become the champion of the Galar region in order to accomplish a certain goal. She has many passionate fans thanks to her sense of style and calm, calculated battle strategies. Marnie's fans take the form of Team Yell. They are a group of troublemakers who seem to appear wherever the gym challenge takes you and will attempt to get in your way at every opportunity. They want nothing more than for Marnie to become champion, and they try to obstruct other challengers in all sorts of ways. They will take over hotel lobbies, prevent other challengers from accessing transportation, and even shout and distract opponents during battle. Whenever Marnie battles, it seems these Team Yell grunts are quick to appear, showing their support with Marnie print towels and horns. It's unclear yet as to whether or not they are the evil team of this game. Now to go over some of the new gameplay features. The first big new gameplay feature is Dynamax. Dynamaxing greatly increases a Pokemon's size and also increases their stats in battle. Dynamax can only be used once per battle and lasts for 3 turns. Trainers must obtain an item called a Dynamax Band in order to Dynamax their Pokemon. Pokemon will also use different attacks while in Dynamax mode, and these moves are known as Max moves. They are obviously more powerful than regular moves, and the Max moves that are learned are based on the moves that Pokemon already know. Kinda sounds like Z moves to me. They can also have powerful secondary effects such as raising the attacking Pokemon's stats or even setting up protections against opposing Pokemon's attacks. It also has been shown that Dynamax Pokemon can shrug off moves that would otherwise cause flinching, such as Fake Out. There's also a variant of Dynamax called Gigantamax. Like normal Dynamax, Gigantamaxing increases the Pokemon's size and stats in battle, but it also changes their appearance. Only certain species of Pokemon can Gigantamax. We know from the trailers that Corviknight, Dreadnought, and Alcremie can Gigantamax so far. It was also stated that only certain individuals of those species can Gigantamax. So if you catch Dreadnought, for example, there's no guarantee that it will be able to Gigantamax. I assume there will be some way to tell within the games which individuals can Gigantamax. In their Gigantamax form, Pokemon will be able to use a G-Max move. Each of these moves is exclusive to a specific species of Pokemon. Max Raid Battles are an event that can take place in the wild areas, which I will talk about more later, in which 4 trainers battle against a wild Dynamaxed Pokemon which remains Dynamaxed for the whole battle. When starting a Max Raid battle, the player can see a silhouette of the Dynamax Pokemon as well as its types and a star rating of its difficulty. The loss conditions, such as the battle ends when the Pokemon faint 4 times or the battle lasts 10 turns, is also displayed. Additionally, the player can see the other 3 trainers participating and the Pokemon they have selected to enter. Players have a time limit to select their Pokemon before the max raid battle automatically starts with the Pokemon they have selected by default. Sounds a lot like Pokemon Go raid battles. The other 3 trainers that participate with you can either be NPCs or real players that you've connected with over wireless. Each player can only use 1 Pokemon for the battle, and only 1 of the 4 Pokemon can Dynamax during this time, so it is a good idea to coordinate with the other players who is going to Dynamax. Once the opposing Dynamax Pokemon is defeated, all 4 trainers will have the opportunity to catch it. A Pokemon caught in this manner may have its hidden ability, or have the ability to Gigantamax if it is one of the species that can do so. I foresee a lot of people doing some hidden ability hunting in the same manner of how they do shiny hunting now. Switching gears now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Battle Stadium and how competitive battling is going to work now. I've honestly never been a big competitive battler myself, but with the new Ranked Battles feature, I may give it a shot this time. The Battle Stadium replaces the old Battle Spot from Generation 6 and 7 and requires a Nintendo Switch online subscription in order to use it. Ranked battles determine a player's ranking, which can increase or decrease depending on if a battle was won or lost, and the rating of the opponent. At the end of each battle season, rankings are reset. You can take a look at the rankings here. Depending on how many points a player has, they can attain one of several ranks, which are all within one of 5 tiers named for various Pokeballs. In these ranked battles, special Pokemon cannot be used. There are, however, casual battles in which they can be. In casual battles, players can freely battle online. Special Pokemon are legendary Pokemon, most mythical Pokemon, and whatever else the game deems as special. We've also been shown a few new items that may come in handy during competitive battles. The first is a held item called Room Service, which lowers the Pokemon's speed during Trick Room, basically negating the move's effect. The next was the Eject Pack, which switches out a Pokemon if its stats are lowered. This comes in handy since, as you know, switching out a Pokemon resets any stat changes, good or bad, that it has taken. There is also a new move called Breaking Swipe, which lowers the attack of all targets hit. A good move to use in competitive double battles. Another online feature of these games is surprise trades. You select a Pokemon from your box that you're willing to trade, and that's it. A trade partner will be found automatically while you continue on your adventure. The game will match you with a trading partner as you engage in other Pokemon battles and other activities you may find while exploring Galar. This seems to be Generation 8's version of Wonder Trades. Just like a Wonder Trade, you won't know what Pokemon you're getting in return until you actually get it. PokeJobs is a side feature of the game similar to Pokepelago from Generation 7. These jobs are requested from corporations or universities for Pokemon to work and perform certain tasks in the Galar region. Pokemon who complete these jobs can gain EVs or experience, and the player can also obtain items from this. All available job postings at any given time can be found on the Rotomi, which are in all Pokemon centers. The Rotomi is similar to the PCs found in all the previous generations, but it now has new features in addition to storing Pokemon such as the PokeJobs, the Lotto ID, and the League Card Maker. The League Card is a card carried by Pokemon trainers in the Galar region, comparable to trainer cards and trainer passports from previous games. You can see Leon's card here. The cards can be customized using the Rotomi, and it is displayed during Link battles. You can obtain League cards in the game from Hop, Milo, and Leon, among others, I'm sure. Pokemon Camp is this generation's Pokemon Ami and Pokemon Refresh. In Pokemon Camp, you can play with your Pokemon to further improve your relationship with your Pokemon and get to know them better. You can also cook curry in Pokemon Camp. They have a similar role as Pokeblocks and Poffins from generations 3 and 4 respectively. Curry is made using berries, and different Pokemon will like different types of curry. Pokemon Camp is also comparable to Hoenn's secret bases, and that you can visit other players' camps and have your Pokemon all play together and cook curry with up to 3 other trainers. Similar to Generation 7, you will also be carrying a Rotom-possessed device with you on your adventure here in Galar. This time it is the Rotom Phone. While the Rotom Phone does contain your Pokédex, it can do a lot more than just that. For example, you can attach it to your bike to help you move faster on land, and it can even help you travel over water. Finally, the last gameplay feature I want to touch on are the version exclusives. Like any other pair of Pokemon games, there are going to be certain Pokemon that are exclusive to just one game. For instance, Dino, Jangmo-o, and Sirfetch'd are exclusive to Pokemon Sword, while Larvitar, Gumi, and Galarian Ponyta are exclusive to Pokemon Shield. Other version exclusives we have learned about are the gym leaders Bee and Alistair, who are exclusive to Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield respectively. Now, let's get into the story. As we all know, this game takes place in the Galar region. The Galar region has many unique locations like grassy plains filled with nature, and towns and cities where people and Pokemon live and work together. In the Galar region, Pokemon battles are considered the most popular form of entertainment across the whole region. Gym battles take place in packed stadiums found throughout the region. The gym challenge can only be attempted by those who have been endorsed by specific people, such as gym leaders. You and your rival Hop will get your endorsements directly from Champion Leon himself. As you meet gym leaders and battle in stadiums, you'll notice that many corporations offer sponsorships to the gyms and champion. You'll find corporate logos on the uniforms of gym leaders, as well as around the various facilities in Galar. Once you complete the gym challenge by defeating all 8 gym leaders, you are then able to participate in the Champion Cup, which is this region's Pokemon League. The Champion Cup is a tournament to determine who will be able to challenge the reigning champion for their seat. These battles are broadcast live on TV so that the whole Galar region can watch. The next aspect I'm going to talk about is the wild area. The wild area was one of the first things we were introduced to after Pokemon Sword and Shield were announced, and we got to see a good amount of gameplay within the wild area. Some of the Pokemon that live here are very powerful, so much so that you won't even be able to throw a Pokeball at them when you're first starting out. The weather can also change depending on where you are or what time of day it is. This aspect of the wild area was shown in the gameplay footage that we got to watch. You can see sunshine, rain, thunderstorms, and even snow. The Pokemon that appear will change depending on the weather. For instance, you'll find electric type Pokemon during thunderstorms, and when you enter a battle under this condition, the battlefield will have effects of both rain weather condition and electric terrain, increasing the power of water and electric type Pokemon moves. In the wild area, you can also control the camera, so you have a 360-degree view and search for Pokemon around you without actually having to move your character. Finally, I'm going to talk about customizable characters. Character customization has been around since Generation 6, but it seems to have been taken to the next level in Generation 8. As you explore Galar, you'll find boutiques and hair salons where you can buy new clothes and change your hairstyle. There are many different clothing, hair, and even makeup options to try out. Different boutiques will have different items for sale, so be sure to check out all of them. They'll have outerwear, tops, and gloves, among other things that you can try on and purchase in order to get the style that's just right for you. If you've watched my videos before, you know I've been wanting to be able to wear a full-on suit as I travel throughout whatever region I'm in. Maybe I'll finally get my wish this time. In the salons, you'll not only be able to change your hairstyle and color, but you'll also be able to get your eyebrows done and swap out different color contacts. And the last thing I'm going to mention in this video, which I'm sure you all know about by now, which has divided the Pokemon community like nothing we've ever seen before, is no national dex. However, based off of the trailers, pictures, gameplay footage, and other announcements, the Galar Regional Dex is going to be pretty full. We've already been shown a few hundred, and you have to know there will be more than that to choose from once the games are released. No national dex isn't that big of a deal for me personally, since I've never been one to try and catch them all or move Pokemon over from previous games. I think everything else these games have to offer more than make up for the lack of a national dex. Of all the new Pokemon, characters, gameplay features, and storyline points that have been shown, I really haven't seen a single one that I don't like. And that about does it. I tried to make sure I touched on everything, but it's quite possible that I missed something. We've been given a lot of information so far, but I don't feel like the information that we have been given ruins the game in any way. I think Game Freak and Nintendo are being very smart with what information they give us before the games are released. I personally would like to learn more about the version exclusives of each game so that I can make a better decision as to which one I want to play first. I feel like I don't have enough information yet to be able to say without a doubt which game I'll play first. If I had to choose right now, I'd probably go with Sword just because the Dino line is exclusive to that game, but I'm sure we'll learn more as we get closer. Well, I know this was a lot of information and I really appreciate everyone who stuck with me for this entire video. I hope to make another video like this maybe a week or so before the release of the games. Until then, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and if you would be so kind, please leave a thumbs up on this video and leave a comment telling me which game you will play first and what is your favorite thing about Pokemon Sword and Shield that we've seen so far. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.